went from 65 pounds overweight to having ripped abs year round. No magic pills, no crazy diets, just pure mental warfare with myself. Today I'm pulling back the curtain. I'm giving you the 5 mindset hacks that transform my body and my life. Let's get real for a second. How many times have you started a transformation program where you promise this is the time I'm finally gonna lose weight, but a few weeks later you're back to square one, having quit once again on yourself? I've been there, but here's some tough love. Your body follows your mind. And today I'm gonna show you how I brainwashed this up here to finally build the body that I always wanted. Hack number 1, negative visualization. Yep, you heard that right. We're gonna start with the dark side of things. I forced myself to visualize my future if I didn't make a change. I'm talking over 300 pounds, not able to tie my shoes, not even able to walk upstairs without being out of breath. I visualized hospital visits, doctor bills, medicine that I was gonna have to take for the rest of my life, and ultimately a very short and lower quality version of the life that I want. Life was passing me by in this experience. It was brutal, and honestly, that's the point. This isn't about feeling good. This is about creating an environment where you realize that the pain of remaining the same is greater than the pain of change. But here's the key. Don't just run away from this horrible future vision. Run towards something better. I didn't just visualize the negatives. I created a vivid mental image in my mind of the man I ultimately wanted to become. Ripped, confident, full of energy, full of life, inspirational, humble, grateful, all the qualities that I respect, that I knew I was capable of. Every rep, every small little sacrifice, every yes to the things I knew I needed to do and no to the things that I didn't, was one step closer to becoming the man that I ultimately knew I wanted to be. Hack number 2. I started to reframe discomfort. Most people quit when things get tough, but I trained my mind to embrace discomfort. When I was a little bit hungry, I was happy because that meant my body was actually starting to burn fat. When I had that little burn in the gym of just doing that 1 extra rep, I was excited because I knew that was the signal that my body was actually building muscle. When I said no to alcohol and I feel a little bit frustrated because I wanted to be socially involved, I got happy because I knew I wasn't gonna wake up the next day with a hangover and I'd be fresh and ready to go for the gym. And I just remember the feeling of waking up the day after sticking to my goals and feeling so excited that, man, I had built momentum and I was one step closer to being the person I wanted to be, despite the temporary discomfort that had to take place. Hack number 3, challenge your thoughts. Our brains are often wired for negativity. It's often because of the habits we create when we're really young. How we deal with trauma, how we deal with setbacks, how we deal with stress becomes just the way we normally handle things as we get older. It's truly just a survival mechanism. But in the modern world, it's ultimately holding us back. When my brain would say, you're never going to get there, you're never gonna look like the guys in the fitness magazine, you're never going to ever get to that level, I'd explore those thoughts like an actual detective. Is this truth? Like, is this fact? Has nobody ever gone from being overweight to ripped before? What evidence is there to actually support this negative thought? What evidence is there to support the opposite? Are there actual people who have gone from being overweight to being in shape? This isn't just about like some positive guru mindset hack. This is logical, systematic dismantling of these negative thoughts that aren't real. In other words, we're smashing through our self-limiting beliefs. And pretty soon you're gonna find, and it's a pretty powerful moment, that the main thing holding you back from getting to where you wanna be is you. Hack number 4, evidence collection. I became obsessed with finding proof that I could succeed. So in other parts of my life, I had had success. I was a former baseball player who did pretty good. I ended up playing a little bit in college. I was really good at playing poker. I was really good at sales. I had had success in my life. I was an A and B student in high school. All the small wins, all the accomplishments in my life, everything was evidence that I was capable of succeeding. So I just had to catalog it all. I had to have a playbook in front of me that reminded me, like, hey, you're actually capable of things. You just need to put effort into the thing that you want. This wasn't about ego or telling myself that I'm the best. It was literally about building an ironclad mindset strategy to battle the doubts that show up in all of our brains, especially when you see people around you just doing so great. You have to remember, you're oftentimes comparing your chapter 1 to their chapter 30. And you also don't see all the things that go on behind the scenes. If you actually got to know these people, you'd see they have the same struggles, same problems, oftentimes bigger problems than you have. Nobody has it all figured out. So to battle this doubt, I just needed to remember, like, I'm capable of success. I just need to direct the energy towards this thing, in this case, getting lean, getting ripped, and ultimately transforming my body the same way I had dedicated energy to mastering the sales process, mastering marketing, mastering being an athlete. Like, all those things that I had worked so hard at for so long and actually achieved success was just proof that I was capable of transformation. Hack number 5. Identity redesign. This is a big one, guys. I stopped just trying to lose weight. Instead, I started embodying the identity of the guy I was becoming before I actually achieved the physical result. I started to ask myself all the time, what would the lean, healthy, fit version of me do in all the scenarios I'd find myself in day to day? And then I'd simply do that thing. Now, I learned this hack from actors. I'm a huge movie buff. I love movies. And so whenever I would see a great movie who would have a leading actor who just smashed his role, oftentimes I'd wonder, like, how does this person get into character so well? And the answer was they actually become that person before they film the movie. They actually start living like that person day to day, acting like that person in every scenario. So when it comes time to actually film the movie, they're in character 100%. And this is something we can do with our health and fitness. In fact, this is something we do with all of our clients right out of the gate. We want to train our clients to embrace their new identity, to start pretending that they're the lean, ripped version of themselves before they actually get lean and ripped. So that way, when they're out at restaurants or they're in social circles, they start to question, like, is this what the fit version of me would do? Or is this what the old version of me would do? This identity redesign is powerful because you quickly start to pick up on all the habits, all the routines that were ultimately holding you back. So I got to pretend to be ripped until I actually became ripped. And by then it was just second nature. Now here's where it gets really interesting. These mindset hacks didn't just transform my body. They revolutionized every aspect of my life. The same principles that helped me shed 65 pounds also helped me build my online fitness coaching business from scratch. Just like how I reshaped my body, I helped thousands of guys similar to you reshape theirs too. And in the process, we use fitness as the lowest hanging fruit to rapidly improve all aspects of their life, from fatherhood to business to how they interact in their social circles. Everything gets better when you're walking around lean, fit, looking like a Greek god versus a dad bod. Because the mind is powerful. And when you master how you think and you clean up the thoughts and the news and all the things you allow in your brain, you wipe the slate clean. That gives you a cleaner output. You start to operate differently. Your wavelength, your aura, your vibration all goes to a totally different level. And all of a sudden, health and fitness isn't just about abs. It's about becoming the man you were supposed to be. I truly believe when you master your fitness, when you master your faith, your mindset, everything that goes into being a total package, everything in life gets better. But look, I get it. This stuff truly is not easy. If it were easy, we'd all be walking around chiseled, shredded to the nines. Like, everybody would just be fit all the time. It can be a daily battle. There were definitely many days, and there still are days where I definitely want to and have wanted to quit. There's days where the old me comes screaming back, wanting to just watch Netflix, eat pizza, do absolutely nothing, be lazy, all the things that make it hard to stay in shape. But that's where growth happens. That's where the real transformation takes place. In these moments of choosing. Remember, the body you want, the life you want, it all starts with your mind. If I could go from being 65 pounds overweight to now being lean year round, imagine what you could do. So are you ready to actually rewire your brain for success? If you're serious about transforming your body, I have a couple different options for you. Starting with the option of just checking out the description of this video. There's a free opportunity for you to actually get involved in some of our coaching right now. But if you're super serious and you're ready to go all in, I'd highly recommend checking out one of my courses or just simply applying for our coaching mentorship. I'll teach you how to apply these hacks and many more to help you crush your fitness goals, whether that's getting a six-pack abs or just building the body that you can ultimately be proud of. What's the number one self-limiting belief that's holding you back right now? Drop it in the comments below and let's crush this together. If this video resonated with you, make sure you hit the like button and share it with someone else who might need to hear this. Don't forget to subscribe for more no BS, life, and body-changing content. And of course, remember, life moves fast. Make it count. I'll talk to you in the next video.